All right, Patriots, welcome to a night of moral clarity and righteous indignation. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. This is where we confront the darkness, expose the hypocrisy, and defend the innocence of our children. Tonight, we are drawing a line in the sand. So let's cut through the core of the issue. The Democrats continue defense of sexually explicit books in our school libraries. This isn't about banning books, folks. This is about protecting our children from predatory content. This is about drawing a clear and unwavering line against the normalization of pedophilia. They call it literature. They call it art. They call it expression. But we call it what it is: sick, twisted, and direct threat to the safety and well-being of our children. They are condoning pedophilia, and there is no other way to put it. They want to indoctrinate our kids with their radical agenda to desensitize them to the whole of sexual exploitation and to undermine the very foundation of morality and decency. They want to poison the minds of our youth. They are using the schools as their battlegrounds. And while they're petting their filth, their web of lies is unraveling. Their carefully constructed narratives are crumbling. Their carefully crafted illusions are shattering. And their carefully concealed corruption is being exposed. The truth is catching up to them, Patriots, and that they are running out of places to hide. They thought they could manipulate us with their propaganda, intimidate us with their smears, and silence us with their cancel culture. But they were wrong. We, the American people, are waking up. We're seeing through their lies. We're rejecting their agenda, and we're demanding to a return to sanity and common sense. Tonight, we are drawing a line. We're defending our children. We're exposing their lies. We're reaffirming our commitment to the values that made America great. We will not tolerate the sexualization of our youth. We will not condone pedophilia, and we will not be silenced. So stand with me, Patriots. Let your voices be heard. Welcome to the Conservative Viewpoint, where we defend the innocent, expose the corrupt, and champion the values that will restore our nation. So let's begin. The show starts now. What's going on, everyone? I've got to go over here real quick and restart Getter. For some reason, it did not go live, and it's still not going live. I do not know what happened with that. Well, it's showing it, but my chat's not going live. We'll wait on that, but it's showing me. There we go. Something going on over there. Oops. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Welcome to the show, everyone. It is Friday Eve, guys. Holy moly. It's been a long week, hasn't it? Hi, Shell. I'm glad you made it. Hey, Sean, what's over there, Getter? Guys are popping in Getter over there now. A lot of stuff going on, guys. Too much stuff going on. We got some breaking news, and I know Vic showed it earlier. I'm going to show it again for everyone else in chat and who's watching tonight. A lot of stuff going on. Cloud Hub is still down. Don't know what's up with them, but we'll see what happens with all that. Welcome to the show, guys. Anyone new to the show, welcome. Phone lines are open. If you want to call in, go for it. You guys got the number 412-997, and I can't even see it because got that. Well, not that one. That one right there. If you want to call in just to say hi or make a comment, you got something else, some news that we need to hear, call in. Join me on the show. You guys will love it. You guys want to be on the show with me, send me a message. I'll send you a link. You can come on the show. Join me. We'll have a blast. It'll be fun. All right, guys. Welcome, Facebook, YouTube. I got something done on YouTube again. They every time it seems something happens on my videos. They ban part of it. Until I trim out 2 seconds of this, 2 seconds of that. Oh, yeah. But it's still showing me online and live. So what the hell, right? We got X. Welcome, everyone. And we're going to get busy, Brother Sean. I'm still typing kind of blind here. Oh, man. Too much stuff going on. Too many things going down. It's ridiculous. But we got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got X. We've got Getter. We got Rumble, I guess. So-called Rumble. And we've got the one, the only Wimpkin.com and the Wimpkin Warriors that are awesome in there, guys. And let's sit there and say hi to everyone in Wimpkin. If you haven't done it yet, download the app, WIMKIN.com. Come join us in chat. Let us know your feelings on these topics and everything that we go over. You guys are going to love it. Join us in there. We got some great people. All right, let's take this off. And don't forget, you do not have time to get your name in for tonight's drawing, but you do have time for all the drawings after this. We got one a week, so get your names into conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. You can't win if you don't give me your name, but you have to be watching to win. If your name's drawn and you're not watching, you don't win. We move on to the next name. So there is a drawing tonight for that drone, and I said drone, Mr. Fixer, if you're in here. Not clone. So, all right. Texas John, I see you over there. All right, and Getter. All right, here we go, guys. We are going to get busy. So there it is, conservativeviewpoint@yahoo.com. Get your name in for next week's drawing. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get busy. We got a lot of stuff to go over tonight. We're going to ask some stuff here. Now we got to go on to here. This is from James Comey, former piece of shit director of the FBI, sends this note to Donald Trump. If you guys know what it is, let me know in chat. If you don't know what it is, pay attention to chat. This is a very bad message, and he should be arrested immediately for this. So, and according to Patel, says FBI is taking Comey's social media post targeting Trump seriously. The social media post, which Comey shared on Instagram, has since been removed. Showed the number 8647 etched in the sand at the beach. The numbers are perceived to call to 86, the 47th president, which is used a call sign for murder. There is no investigations for it. Exactly, Sean. He needs arrested immediately. We all know what it means, and there's no sense in waiting for this. The son of a bitch should be locked up in handcuffs right now. I don't know what they're waiting for. They all know it. Anybody with an ounce of brains, well, okay, that puts out the Democrats. Knows what's going on, but there it is, plain and simple. 86 is kill. 47 is Trump, the president. For you idiot liberals out there, it's just some seashells in the sand. It didn't mean nothing. Bullshit. We all know what it means. And let's remove this because I've got a couple of things here as we go on. The next one that I just added, President Trump speaks. What the hell was that? That's probably the Trump message I get every night. Will you make a small sacrifice? Yes. Who else gets those calls or texts from Trump's thing that wants money every day? I get 7, 10, 12 of them a day. Oh, yeah. Go get evidence from his car. Now, Gabbard said they are investigating Comey. Why? How do you need? What do you need to investigate? He posted it. It's as simple as that. Lock him up until the investigation is done. Isn't that the way it goes for the Democrats with January 6ers? You lock them up. You don't let them have access to attorneys or nothing. You throw them in D.C. Gitmo where they lost their heat and everything, and no showers, no nothing. That's what needs to be done. Get it done. You're saying you won't do shit. You know that, Sean. And that's exactly right, because they won't do it. Exactly. Arrest that motherfucker. Shell's got it right. Simple as that. All right, let's listen to Trump. And he is being, he answers questions right before they get ready to land in the United Arab Emirates. And listen to what he has to say.
I'm so busy. We're landing just about now. This has been an amazing trip. We've raised trillions of dollars of investment for our country. And we're dealing with really good people that have been abandoned in a way by our country and by the United States. And we're not going to abandon. We have very good friends in Saudi Arabia and in Qatar. So now we're going to UAE. We're going to be landing shortly. And we have another really good situation there. But they felt abandoned. They were going to be captured by China from the standpoint of trade. And that's not going to happen anymore. We have a very good relationship, as you probably all saw. Jennifer, I'm sure that you saw that last night. I shook more hands than any human being is capable of doing. That was a long deal, and they were big people. But they were starving for love because our country didn't give them love. They gave them a fist bump. Remember the fist bump in Saudi Arabia? He travels all the way to Saudi Arabia in that case, and he gives them a fist bump. That's not what they want. They don't want a fist bump. They want to shake his hand. So, we had a great, great. You saw the Boeing order was 160 jets. It's the biggest order in the history, I think, of in aviation, certainly of that size. They're all 787s and 777s. Those are the big ones. We really had a good time. Let me just see, where are we? We're about ready to land. So we, very special, very special.
Mr. President, are you disappointed in the level of the delegation that the Russians sent to Turkey?
I don't know anything about it. I'm not disappointed in anything. Who are you from?
BBC News.
I'm not disappointed. What would I be disappointed? We just took in $4 trillion, and he says, are you disappointed about a delegation? I know nothing about a delegation. I haven't even checked. Look, nothing's going to happen until Putin and I get together, okay? And obviously he wasn't going to go. He was going to go, but he thought I was going to go. He wasn't going if I wasn't there. I don't believe anything's going to happen, whether you like it or not, until he and I get together. But we're going to have to get it solved because too many people are dying. Thank you. You're going to land right now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there you go on that one. This is right before he landed, but I forgot. Man, I'm bad. Let's give a shout out to the Wimpkin Warriors on Wimpkin, guys. Lee, what up, man? Sorry about that, guys. I just lost my head for a second. Mark, what's happening, Mark? Mark for the UK. Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Fixer, what's happening? Gabby girl. What's going on? Jerry, what do we got here? Oh, yeah, that's funny. That woman fell asleep during that 24-hour deal. And what else we got going on down through here? Dan, what's happening, Dan? I wondered how these terrorist scumbags would feel if I were to read their shit to their brats. They'd be crying like $2 whores and a nickel night. So that would make them think it's okay for that shit to be read at our kids. Exactly, Dan. And we're going to get into that here, too. Disgrace for me. Yep, we got that one there, Jerry. What's happening? Let's make sure we get everybody in here. John M., what's happening, man? Hi, Pat. What's going on, Pat? California small victory. AB 379 passes out of the assembly after severe backlash after Democrats kicked the author of the bill off the bill and tried to carve out 16 to 17-year-old kids. AB 3729 is, if passed by the Senate, will make it a serious felony to solicit a minor. That is the problem with what's going on today, guys. With the pedophilia and stuff, and that's why I had to bring this up in this show tonight, guys. Too much going on. Vic showed them on the Rebel Chick with a cause tonight. A lot of this bullshit. We're going to get into that in a second. Let's finish saying shout-outs to my peeps over here. Colin from Scotland, what's happening, man? William L., you feeling better? You sounded like you were sick there when I saw you earlier on the other one. I hope you're feeling all right. What happened? Lock it. All right. What else we got going on here? Mayor Karen Bass took $1 billion of taxpayer dollars and paid the Los Angeles Police Department for an endorsement. Oh, you kidding me, Jerry? That's so messed up. Isn't that like bribery? Jerry Crew, it's not rape if you're a Democrat. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Yeah, exactly. Let's keep going down through here. Yeah, I thought he did too. He said he thought Comey would have sense to disappear. Yeah, son of a bitch. All right, let's keep going. Make sure I didn't get nobody before we continue on here, because I got something to show you here real quick. People kept saying for the past, 4 years that we were a laughingstock on Trump's first term, right? These Democrats. They kept saying this the whole 4 years that this demented old fool was in the White House pretending to be a president of the United States. But you don't treat somebody that's a laughingstock like these people in the Middle East have been doing for Donald Trump. And I'm going to show you this video right now of Trump in Emirates. And they gave him, the President Trump has been bestowed with the Order of Zayed, the United Arab Emirates' highest civilian award. You take a look at this guy. This is the respect. You saw the one yesterday in Saudi, all the purple carpets and everything, and the Crown Prince himself met him at the plane, which has never been done before. But boom, wait till you see this.
In recognition of President Donald Trump's exceptional efforts to strengthen the long-standing ties of friendship and strategic partnership between the United Arab Emirates and United States of America, I am honored to announce that His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan bestows the Order of Zayed upon President Trump.
Will you give me the honor?
Yeah, okay. Now, who's the laughing stock? Yes, exactly. Joe Biden and the Democrats. Most definitely. Now, to make you even laugh even harder, I won't be on tomorrow night doing a ghost tour with the kids in downtown San Antonio. Oh, Tammy, are you kidding me? I want to come. I love ghost tours. That is freaking awesome, Tammy. I don't blame you. I wouldn't be on either. I'd be going to the ghost tour too. I'd cancel my show if I could go to that. But this is what you call respect, guys. You've never had a president get so much respect like this. Now, get this one. Biden Democrats awed by Trump's quick, bold Mideast moves. Oh, yeah, this comes from Newsmax. President Trump's quick, bold moves on trade deals, hostage returns, and peace talk in the Middle East this week have even staunched Biden administration Democrats and put them in awe. Oh, yes. Gosh, I wish I could work for an administration that could move that quickly. A Biden administration official admitted to Axios on Thursday as Trump is wrapping up day 3 of his tour through Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates. Yes, you heard me right, guys. These are Democrats saying that Trump is amazing. Oh, yeah, you know they are pissed. Was somebody actually coming out and saying that? Oh, you got to believe that. Okay, now I'm keeping my screen up here because I've got a couple more I got to show you on here. They're not videos that like the ones I download, but this one, you guys are going to get a kick out of this one too. You see what I'm getting at right here? Let me see if I can blow this one up for you. That's crazy. AOC denies threatening Tom Homan and Kristi Noem with hell to pay comments, refuses to answer for why Democrats are above the law as staffer tries to swat camera. Oh, yeah. Let's go back down here for a second. So she denies it, right? Okay, well, let's see if you're going to deny this.
DHS is allegedly looking into arresting.
Okay, first, before we keep going, this, I don't know what the hell she's doing. It does not, quotes does not go there. Keep listening.
Members of Congress who were showing up for their legal and constitutional obligation to conduct oversight. If anyone's breaking the law in this situation, it's not members of Congress, it's the Department of Homeland Security. It's people like Tom Homan and Secretary Kristi Noem. You lay a finger on someone, on Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman, on Representative, or any of the representatives that were there, you lay a finger on them, we are going to have a problem.
Okay. I think that was a threat, don't you? She doesn't know what she's doing either. No, that's for sure, Shell. What the hell? She's with the quotes. She's wrong on that one too. But does anyone Skagway hella haunted? Oh, dude, that's Ghost Tour. I really wanted to go to that. But we're not done yet. We're going to get Homan's response to this. Take a look.
Board Czar Tom Homan joins me. Good evening, sir. And since you were named in that, your thoughts on what Congressman AOC says about you and whether or not if you lay a finger on, or maybe you can tell me whether arrests are likely. What can you give me an update?
Well, first of all, I am extremely intimidated. Wow. Look, she's foolish. Bottom line is, as she's been yelling and screaming for the last 4 years, no one's above the law, including members of Congress. I've said from day one, you cannot support ICE. Shame on you, but you can do that. You can protest against ICE. Okay, I disagree with you, but you can do that. But you can't cross the line. You can't cross the line of impediment. You can't cross the line of knowing and harboring or concealing an illegal alien. And you certainly can't trespass on the ICE detention facilities. And you can't violate the law. So when you cross that line, we'll ask the Attorney General to prosecute, and that's what we're doing.
And has there been a response from Attorney General Pam Bondi? Is she looking into it? Is it likely? Can you give me the latest on that?
I can tell you there's lots of video being reviewed. There are statements being taken from witnesses. So we'll see where the investigation leads. Wherever the investigation leads, that's what we decide what to do. But Alina Habba will make the ultimate decision if anybody more is going to be prosecuted. I've seen the videos, and I think the Congress people that were there were extremely unprofessional. This is a facility. They've been screaming and yelling. We demand due process. We demand due process for illegal alien gang members, terrorists. And here's a facility that gives them that due process. And they want to shut it down. They want to prevent ICE from operating that facility. And when you force your way in a facility, when you cause chaos like this, it puts the officers at risk, the unarmed employees at risk. We got some bad people in that facility, and we got to maintain maximum security of that facility. So what happened there is extremely unprofessional by the part of the protesters and the members of Congress. And we'll see when the investigation comes out. If there's going to be additional criminal charges, not my decision. That'll be all up to Alina Habba.
Now I'm hoping that we see some cuffs come off on this, on somebody, on all of them. The mayor's already been arrested. Get them all. Arrest them all. Arrest AOC with them. Put them in DC Gitmo. That's exactly what needs to happen. Let's see if we're done yet here. And I think we're done with that, so I can take this off. Oh, let me just stop share screen. All right. Now I think I'm back to where I'm supposed to be for what I had planned for tonight. So let's keep going with this. I'm kind of jealous right now of Tammy going to that ghost tour tomorrow. Take pictures, Tammy. I want pictures so we can show people. Man, I hope it's good. I hope you have a blast. That's going to be awesome. All right, we're going to keep going real fast so we can watch some videos. Donald Trump will not sign this big, beautiful bill, according to Josh Hawley, because of the fact that he does not want any cuts to Medicaid. And in its current form, he said he will not make the cuts. And he will not, let me get back, he will not sign it if it passes through with like this. So let's see what happens now with this going on. All right, let's keep going here. What do we got? What is this? All right, this was from Kash Patel, and this is from the FBI. He said, he posted this on X earlier. It says, I can now confirm reports that our FBI teams and partners foiled an attempted ISIS attack on one of our U.S. military bases in Warren, Michigan. Get this. The individual, Omar Abdulmi Kambabahaba, I don't give a shit what his name is, a terrorist piece of shit, plotted a mass shooting at the U.S. Army Tank, Automotive, and Armaments Command facility before multiple undercover law enforcement officers obtained information of his plans. Was arrested this week and will now face charges of supporting a foreign terrorist organization, among others. Our agents, intelligence teams, and partners acted quickly, and they saved lives. This is the first, guys, right, that we've seen our FBI actually doing their job under Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. That is the way it's supposed to work. They are supposed to be protecting us, unlike Christopher Wray and the worthless, corrupt FBI that it was under him. So things are getting done. My ear itches. Jeez, I'm pieces. My ear itch. Accountability and consequences need to be a thing again. Exactly, Lee. And it needs to be kept that way. AOC is always concerned about getting raped, yet she talks like that. Hey, nobody want to rape that thing. When I see her, I see a porn star with that mouth. You shouldn't have been there in the first place. Exactly right. All right. We should go to Savannah, Georgia and do ghost tour. That would be sweet right there, Gabby girls. All right, let's keep going. I don't want to run too hard behind. Newark mayor arrested at ICE facility claims he was targeted after court hearing. He was targeted. He should have been there in the first place. The ICE facility is a federal facility, not for a city mayor to be at. He didn't deserve to be there. He shouldn't have been there. Don't deserve it. He shouldn't have been there in the first place. Well, shit happens. Fuck around and find out. And that's what they're doing. That's why I'm hoping a lot more of these arrests. Exactly, Pat. Someone is talking. Talking you? Nobody's talking to me. Why? What are you hearing? Is somebody raping me? Man, somebody better tell me that behind me. Going, where's Chris Ray? How about, yeah, exactly. All of them are in hiding, Tammy. Christopher Ray, Mayorkas, all of them. You don't see nothing of them, hear nothing from them, right? But that mayor, he's whining and crying, saying he was targeted. He put himself in that predicament. Nobody else did. Department of Tyranny. GOP lawmakers fight Democrats' punishment for representing constituents. Now, here's where we go with the pedophilia, guys. This is what I'm talking about. There is too much of this stuff going on in this country. For these past 4.5 years, and I'm counting this year when Trump took over, and it's not because of Trump, it's the Democrats, and it continues. It's nonstop. These people are pushing pedophilia. We got Epstein. We got Diddy. We got the queer-ass queens reading perverted sex books to kids, and this is where we're going from here. They're condoning mental illness with these trans freaks, and they're letting these, during Pride Month, they're letting them walk down the street in front of kids naked. That is not being gay. That is being pedophiles, and they're condoning this, and this shit's got to stop. Now listen to this. This one is from Oregon State. Representative faces penalties up to expulsion for protesting Democrats' bill to pay for tampons in boys' bathrooms, keeping sexually graphic books in school libraries by reading from one of them on the floor. Now, let me see which one, if I can remember. No, okay. Not this one. Okay, let's go. And I think I screwed my videos up. But another one from Maine. Maine Democrat House Speaker Ryan Fecteau or whatever has blocked the GOP Representative Laura Libby from voting on bills or speaking on legislative matters for 2 months for posting already public before and after photos of a Maine transgender student, a male, who won 5th place in male competition 2 years ago and 1st place in a female competition this year. So now they are punishing people for showing the pedophilia and the mental illness that they're allowing. First, I want you to take a look at this video and see what I'm talking about.
If you look behind me, you can get a better look at which states are supporting Laura Libby. We've got Florida, Virginia, Ohio, all supporting West Virginia's filing. Now, the brief argues that legislative immunity doesn't apply in this case. They argue that Libby's vote belongs to the people and not her, so her constituents are the ones being hurt. The briefing says the acts taken against Libby are, quote, a flagrant violation of our constitutional right to equal representation. Libby was censured over a social media post that criticized a transgender athlete from a Maine high school. Now, Libby's saying she's thankful to have the support of leaders across the nation who recognize that her censure was unconstitutional. For Maine's Total Coverage, I'm Bonnie Bishop.
Yes, it was unconstitutional. They're pushing mental illness. They're pushing pedophilia. They're allowing this stuff to continue. They're allowing the innocence of our children to be taken away from them by telling them that it's okay to be something you're not, to be mentally ill, like all these people are. Lock up all pedophiles, prison justice for them all. Exactly right. Planning and scheming they are. Exactly, Shell. And this is hi, Aaron. I didn't get to say hi to you last night. Sorry about that. But this is the stuff that's going on. Consequences, strange paintings in the Epstein residence. Bill Clinton in a blue dress with red shoes. George Bush with airplane and blocks. This is the stuff that's the problem. Your ear itching means someone is talking about you. Man, a lot of people must be talking, Lee, because my ear itches like hell. They are butt fucking each other in Congress chamber. What do you expect? This is just disturbing me, guys, because it's nonstop, and they think it's okay. How much of this have we seen? We have arrested, and I know I worked in a prison. We have arrested people in prison that are there for 10 to 15 years for less than this. One guy I know that used to be a neighbor of mine, actually had a house that I bought off of taxes down the street for me, a couple of them. He was a pedophile. He got put in prison for showing, I think it was his granddaughter, some naked pictures. He got put in prison. Then he got released because he was dying of cancer. But he got a 10-year sentence for, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't showing pictures. He was looking at porn on the computer, and she was walking past and stopped next to him. And whoever was in the house saw it, turned him in, and said he was showing porn to the little girl. So he got 10 years for that. Early release because he was dying of cancer. But this is what I'm talking about. These people are doing a lot worse, and no charges are being shown on anyone. The pedophiles can read dirty books to these people, and here's where I'm going to get on this second video. And I think it tells you part of another one, and we've showed this in the past. And that's why it piqued me when Vic showed about Diddy and the pedophilia that's going on, because it fit right into my show. Take a listen.
From page 265, she guided me on my back and pulled on the bottom of my briefs. I pushed them over my knees and feet and was completely naked.
Was that weird for you? Because it was weird for people on the House floor this week. That was Oregon Republican Dwayne Younker reading a passage from a book that he says should be banned from school libraries. Going pretty far there to prove his point. I'm Blair Best, and tonight on The Story, the tensions are building around a return of a bill in Salem to ban book bans. Watch The Story tonight.
They're saying to ban. They only want to ban these sexually explicit books from. There should never been even been in the libraries. Find out who the hell put them in there and why it was allowed. And then you got these queer ass idiot mental people reading sexual books to little kids, 5-6-year-olds. They should be thrown under a prison and never to be shown in public again. That is a threat to our country. That is a threat to our children. This has got to stop, guys. That's why I say you got to get your voices out, guys. And I want to hear it. That's why the phone lines are open, so you can scream and shout and get your frustrations out. That's what it's here for. That's why I'm here. That's why Vic's here. We got to get everybody to get out and make sure we never see a Democrat in power again. Period. End of story. Wait a minute. I got to read Mark's up here again. I didn't get to read this. This is the haunted hotel I stayed at when me. Oh, I'm going to be jealous, Mark. I can't read all that. Yeah, I'm still. See, you guys are making me more jealous. At my chat picked up Charlie's line. I think it was great. I'm getting jealous because they're talking about haunted houses. I love haunted stuff. It's awesome. All right, let's keep going, guys, before we run out of time here. Oh, yeah, this is the one. Vic showed part of this one on hers, too. I got something on this, too. Hillary Clinton accuses Trump of engaging in quid pro quo transaction over Qatar's gift of a luxury jet. Oh, my God, yeah. She is the room to talk. Let me find it here real quick. I know it's here some damn place. And I think, let me check here. Okay, I think this is it. Take a look.
There's no question the Clinton Foundation has received tens of millions of dollars from foreign governments. That includes Saudi Arabia, which gave $14.5 million. Well, the foundation says none of that came while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State. But you also have Kuwait donating between $5 and $10 million, Oman, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, all donating between $1 and $5 million over the years. Even the Embassy of Algeria donated $500,000. Is there a common thread? All, of course, are Middle Eastern countries with poor human rights records and poor records when it comes to women's rights. And even with private companies, there's smoke. Monsanto is a U.S.-based global food giant that has been trying to increase its worldwide business in the biotech food industry. It's donated between $1 and $5 million to the Clinton Foundation. And while she was Secretary of State, Secretary Clinton made general statements supporting biotech foods as the company was asking for government help to open up new markets. What we have learned is that the foundation said it did fail to disclose a funding source while Mrs. Clinton was at the State Department. That donation, the $500,000 from the government of Algeria. The foundation called the lack of disclosure an error, but again said there was no connection between the donations and the policies of the Clinton State Department.
Okay, but the fact is she got busted for a lie again. But it's okay for her, but not okay for Trump, and which the plane's not even going to Trump. It's going to the Department of Defense. This is what the Democrats do. Oh, and I have to say something. Texas John says, wood chipper for all pedos. Agreed. Totally. Run them through. Be done with them. Apparently, it was marijuana that was laced, but it's not confirmed. Hey, that's good weed. Okay. Stone her in the square. Exactly, Fixer. All right, let's keep going real quick. And I should have added this earlier, but the Republicans advanced the bill with steep cuts to Medicaid as part of Trump's agenda. The cuts to Medicaid are not Trump's agenda. And we said that earlier. Trump will not sign the bill if it has cuts to Medicaid. All right, we're going to get through that. Democrats stage political theater to fight Medicaid reform. Republicans fire back with facts. The fact is that the Medicaid is the cuts that are happening, and we talked about this yesterday, are from fraud and abuse. They're cutting those. They're cutting the young, healthy people that can work, and they're cutting them off. They're cutting the illegal criminals off. That is what's being cut, but the Democrats won't share that stuff. So we will. Carrie Lake to Newsmax. Tapper was part of an intentional deception. This is what we talked about yesterday. I showed you that short video of them. They are profiting off of Joe Biden's senility, off of him being demented because they wrote a book. Now they're pushing this issue and stating how bad Joe Biden was, and they helped cover this stuff up for the whole 4 years. And now they're profiting from a book off of this. That is a damn shame right there. All right, let's keep going here. My chipper is idling. That's right, Mr. Fixer. Keep it running. I'll throw some of them pedophile pieces of garbage in there. There ain't no problem with that. All right, let's keep going. Justice Department charges Russian Harvard researcher, a Harvard teacher, with smuggling biological samples into Boston. Oh, yeah, this is the stuff that we're putting up with, guys. It's really bad when we have our own professors. He was smuggling clawed frog embryos and embryonic samples into the U.S. through the Logan International Airport in Boston. They're bringing poisons into our country, guys, and what's it for? We know what it's for, exactly what China did with COVID. And we know COVID has been covered up, and we know who was doing it. And I think I have that on tomorrow's show. Putin, Trump to skip Russian-Ukraine dialogue in Turkey. Trump said, if Putin goes, he'll go. We'll see what happens with that. Ben & Jerry co-founder among the arrested and protest during RFK's Senate appearance. This piece of shit, the owner, the founder of Ben & Jerry ice creams, has been arrested before. He is pro-terrorist sympathizer. Oh, yeah, he's pro-Palestinian. So if you're pro-Palestinian and pro-Gaza, you're a terrorist sympathizer. And I saw earlier, and I can't remember where it was, but Representative Gill, and I think he's of Texas, is pushing for Ilhan Omar to be deported back to Somalia. And I think I have some more of that on tomorrow. I'm not sure. I can't, but it's anything go tomorrow, guys. Anything in my inbox, I don't give a shit how small it is. We're going to go over it. All right, let's keep going. Got a couple more here and a couple minutes to play some videos. So, nonprofit calls for IRS review of foundation funding pro-Palestinian campus protest groups. This should have happened a long time ago. This should have never been waited. It's a problem with the Republicans being in office. They control the whole government. They can shut everything down right now. They can arrest anybody they want to, and nothing gets done. Something got to change here, guys. All right, one more. What do we got here? Yeah, actually, Tom Cruise. Believe this nutcase. I like him as an actor, but he kind of loose in the hill. He is touring, promoting the final episode, the final movie of Mission Impossible, which I do like them. But someone asked him about Trump's tariffs on foreign films. Mission Impossible is not a foreign film per se. It has been filmed all over the country, all over the world. I'm sorry. But it comes back here for the film. But I think it's a Korean one, I think they said. But when he asked that, and he was actually professional about it, he said, please, let's talk about the film and nothing else. He didn't bash Trump. He didn't do anything like that. But I do like Mission Impossible, and I will be watching the show, but he is kind of loose in the head. Remember when he jumped up on the chair during the Oprah Winfrey show? Oh, yeah, that was a big deal for the longest time. And he become a Scientologist or something like that. Oh, yeah, that was freaky shit right there, guys. And that just shows you how loose in the head these people are. It's just a never-ending thing, guys. But, oh, yeah, Friday, tomorrow night, guys, anything goes. Oh yeah, whatever's in the box, you're gonna get. I don't care if it's stupid. It is all out Friday night. Oh yeah, Friday night we're gonna have a blast between Vic's show at 7 to 9 and the Rebel Chick with a Cause, and me at 9 to 10. We're gonna have a blast, but without Tammy because she's going to a ghost tour. Have fun, Tammy. I'm just playing. All righty. Let's see here, guys. What we got going on here? And am I missing people? Alan, did I miss Alan? Hey, Sean. Alan, Sean, I missed you guys. Okay, I'm sorry I missed you. But hey, let's get into some videos, guys. All right. This one is from Dodge Dart Bullseye on X. Take a look.
Canada, I love you. You've got trees, moose, that little Sarah thing. You're adorable. But let's face it, you're basically the attic of America. Quiet, cold, and full of stuff nobody remembers until Christmas. So let's fix that. Let's make you the 51st state. Beautiful, powerful, slightly colder Florida. You guys have health care that's free, but you wait 11 years for a dentist. That's not health care, that's tooth prison. We'll get you real options. Fast, American style. Dentist with muscles. Your money has animals on it. Moose, bears, birds. I thought it was a zoo brochure. Join us and we'll give you some good old-fashioned green cash. Dead presidents, very classy. And your prime minister? He's like if a drama teacher ran a Whole Foods. Nice hair, no power. Down here we've got real leaders. We throw paper towels like touchdowns during hurricanes. Big energy. You've already got our TV, our food, our slang. You say sorry like we say excuse me in Walmart brawls. So let's just do it. Sign the paperwork, swap out the flag, and boom! Canada becomes America. We'll even let you keep Tim Hortons.
That was cute right there. Thank you for that, Dodge Dart. You know who you are. Everybody, if you're friends with Dart, you'll know who he is too. He's on Wimpkin. He's all over the place too. And so thank you for that. That was pretty awesome right there. That was cute as all. All right, what's the next one we got? Ever seen a fat tiger? Oh, this is from Green Frog Labs. I thought this was funny when I saw this. We gave you the baby version. Check out the adult version.
Where'd you get that?
I took it from the staff. Because you know what happens when you eat protein? You dominate. You exceed. You ever seen a fat tiger? No.
True.
So you continue on with your weak-ass vegan soirees, and we'll keep working hard, training, being the best. Cameraman zoom. Look at this. That's all protein, baby.
Now, was that freaking awesome or what? Great job, Green Frog Labs. That was awesome as hell right there. All right, what do we got time for? Oh, we got time. We got time. We got Jeff Dunham. We got to put them in. Let me see if I have something else here. I thought I had something from somebody else. Oh, yeah, we'll run this one up first. Let me get this one up here. This is from Eric Von Zipper on Facebook. Take a look.
I've been watching the news, and I've just seen too much news lately.
Yep.
But did you know that scientists are now using politicians instead of rats for their experiments? They are. They are. First of all, there's more of them. Second of all, is they'll do things rats won't do. Yeah. And the third thing is you don't get as attached to them as you do the rats.
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I'd never seen this before, never heard of it. And he sent that to me today. That was hilarious. Thank you for that, Eric Von Zipper on Facebook. Thank you for that. All right. Let's get into that. Let me look down through here real quick first to see what else. We'll save the rest for tomorrow. Let's see. We got Jeff Dunham. And see who was banned from TV. Take a look. That was funny right there, right, guys? Oh, my God. I tell you what. You can't beat that at all. Man, that thing's talking to me. That's the speaker for the phone. I shut the phone off. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in tonight. It was awesome. Great show. We're going to have an even better show tomorrow. It's Friday. It's going to, it's all out. It's all in. If tomorrow night you guys got something, I'll have the phone line open from 8 o'clock. You guys want to talk to me at 8 o'clock just to bullshit, you can call in. I'm here watching Vic's show, setting up my show at the same time. That's why I don't chat too much during Vic's show, because I'm setting up my own show at the same time. So if you want to call in bullshit, you got the number down here. If you need it, you can email me. I'll send you the phone number again. And whatever, it don't matter. But I appreciate everyone that's tuning in. Anyone new to the show, I'm glad you made it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Come back again tomorrow night, guys. Spend your Friday night with me. Begin your weekend right here with the Conservative Viewpoint. With that being said, guys, I'm going to leave you with this. And so, fellow defenders of what is right, we've confronted the alarming issues of sexually explicit materials in our school and pedophilia, underscoring the paramount importance of protecting our children. We've also noted the unraveling of the left's deceptive narratives, their lies, a testament to the enduring power of truth. Let this evening's discussion fortify your commitment to safeguarding the innocence of our youth and demanding honesty and integrity from those who seek to lead. Our vigilance and our voices are essential in this critical time. I encourage you to join me once again tomorrow night for another insightful episode of the Conservative Viewpoint. I will return prepared to analyze the day's crucial developments and prepare to analyze the day's crucial development. What the hell? I repeated myself. And to champion the principles that will guide our nation forward to a more secure and moral sound future. Make certain to tune in for another opportunity to engage with these vital conversations. I'm really excited to share another important show with you guys tomorrow night on a Friday. So until tomorrow, guys, stay strong, remain informed, and let the protection of our children and the pursuit of truth guide your actions. I will see you back here live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after the Rebel Chick with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening. I will see you back here live tomorrow.